How's it going, everybody? Rybrath here today, and I am here with a brand new series for you guys. It is our summer rebuild series. Now, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get through 3 seasons and win at least 1 cup with every team in the NHL, and this comes every summer. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I think like 15% of you actually have hit the subscribe button that watch the video, so the other 85% of you guys are missing out on a lot of great stuff. Also, leave a like if you're going to enjoy this series, or you're a Canucks fan, because that is the team we are going to start with. I'll be going through the NHL at whatever random pace as far as teams. There's no real selection criteria. It's whatever you guys want to see. So if you have a team you want me to do in the summer rebuild series, let me know down in the comment section. So first things first, let's go ahead and check out the lines, and hopefully we got a good roll of the dice when it comes to chemistry. Does not look like we did. That would be a -1. Okay, JT Miller is a two-way forward. Pettersson's a two-way forward? I would consider him more of a playmaker, but here are the lines. I don't know if there's too much I can change. Jake Virtanen is a power forward. That would get us a +1 up there, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'd rather just have the lines staying pretty much as is. I will bump Ferland down there because Tanner Pearson with Gaudette and Levo, the two-way forward line there. Well, a lot of two-way forwards here in Vancouver. Then we've got Virtanen with Horvat and Toffoli. So that's the, if we could have a playmaker there, that would be great. But we have a lot of two-way forwards, so hopefully good defense. And thankfully, we did get lucky when it comes to defense. We got Edler, who fits perfectly on the first pairing with Quinn Hughes, who's going to get a +3, so he's going to be an 88. Edler at an 87. Tanev and Myers, and then Fantenberg here with Troy Stetcher. And in goal, we've got Jacob Markstrom here. Jacob Markstrom, he's on the expiring year of his deal, so we'll have to see how much cap space we have. We also have Thatcher Demko, who I don't want to move on from him, because if we move on from Markstrom, I wouldn't mind keeping him on that cheap salary. We'll have to see how year number 1 goes, but that's what it's looking like now. Do we have any prospects that probably aren't going to be ready in 3 years, 2 years, not ready to help us out that much anyway? Let's go ahead here, check this out. Okay, so the only one that really looks like there would be trade bait in my mind is either Coland here or Jet Wu. So Coland and Jet Wu probably could get something nice for these guys. Like, these 3 guys could probably, you know, get something decent for us. Yul Levy might make it. I want to say he's not gonna make it, but we can go ahead and find a trade, see what team would want all 3 of those guys and what we could get back for them. I'm gonna try and win it as soon as possible so we don't have to worry about it or sweat it out. Nope, just kidding. I want to actually add them to the trade block and double check what the computer would offer. So Wu, Lind, and Hoglander. Just basically gutting the future for assets now. Okay, none. How about we take Wu off there and have Lind and Hoglander? All right, how about just Nils Hoglander? Because he's got good value and he's not even signed. So what would we get? We could get Stone and Ryan a second. Tiver, no thanks. Jumbo Joe would not be a terrible get. Jumbo Joe, what's his overall? Is he still in the mid-80s? He's an 83. He's listed as a playmaker, so that would be our second line center then. I forgot who. I think, oh no, we've got Bo Horvat as our second line center. So, yeah, he would come in as our third line center, which isn't necessarily terrible. And we're not going to use Hoglander anyway. We get a third out of this deal. It's the kind of deal that I would want to do. So you know what? I'm going to do it. We're going to see. Zach McEwen is going to get moved down. That's fine with me. So Hoglander is on his way out, and we just brought in Jumbo Joe to Vancouver. Hopefully we can get him a Stanley Cup ring. So if we go ahead and take a look at the lines, we are listed as a contender. If we just hit best lines here, do that really quickly. Okay, they move Ferland up, which is interesting. If I move Thornton up or Virtanen up looks better. And then if we move Pearson, or was it Gaudette? I think it was Gaudette. Joe Thornton, I forgot to check. Does he fit the scheme? He fits the second line. So a +3 if we do that, and then a -1 there. So Bo Horvat there. Actually, I don't mind moving Virtanen down there to play with Levo and maybe not Tanner Pearson. Power forward, maybe move Gaudette up here and play Gaudette at center. Okay, yeah, I don't mind that. Horvat, Thornton, Toffoli with still the JT Miller, Pettersson, Besser line. Levo, Gaudette, Virtanen, Ferland, Pearson, Roussel. I actually don't mind that at all. He's still listed as a second line forward, Jumbo Joe. I wish Bo Horvat was a power forward, but I'm not going to change him because that gets all screwy. So maybe we want to get somebody better than Oscar Fantenberg here. I mean, he looks fine defensively, so I'm going to leave him. But actually, you know what? I think I would like to make a trade for maybe a defensive defenseman to make that would fit the first line. I'm going to go find one of those, and I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, just realized we have only $2 million in cap, and I don't think I'm going to be able to trade for anybody, and I really don't want to go too much harder this season. I think the team looks fine as is. We're probably going to let Jumbo Joe walk in the offseason, but I like the defensive core. It's fine. Fantenberg is serviceable. I think we've got Ben scratched too. Yeah, Jordy Ben is scratched here. He is listed as a defensive defenseman, would fit the second pairing, but as a 78 overall, he's got the same stats as Fantenberg too. So I don't think I want to do that. Brandon Sutter, I'd like to get him out of here, but I guess he just fits. He fits really well, actually. He fits the forward core really well. So maybe replacing a guy like Antoine Roussel, because Pearson fits. Ferland fits the third line better, but he's a grinder, so that's not necessarily a great thing. So if we could get another grinder down here, we could move Pearson maybe. Yeah, we'll put Tanner Pearson there with Gaudette and Vertanen. Levo here. What kind of play? He's a two-way forward, so that's fine. I think we're going to do this. We got two grinders here. Maybe replace Levo. I should look at the special teams too, take a quick look at that. Nobody's really looking like a good fit. Everybody, yeah. So it's we didn't get that lucky with our wow. Okay, I guess our penalty kill is pretty good, but we didn't get that lucky with special teams. We did do okay with our forward line. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna jump through halfway through the season and check in with you guys when we get there. So things are absolutely terrible. We suck. We're horrible. So we're going to go ahead and jump on to the end of the season because this season's a wash. Hopefully we can do better in free agency and the offseason. Maybe we could win the lottery, get Lafreniere. I don't know. Actually, wait, I don't think we have our first round pick, do we? Because, yeah, that's because it's the JT Miller trade, right? So, yeah, we're going to be real shitty this season and have no benefit from it whatsoever. And I'm just really confused on how we're this bad, but I will see you guys at the offseason. Like I said, guys, we weren't going to make the playoffs because I don't know what happened, but our team just decided to not play well at all during the season until the final month. We finished with 81 points on the season. These were the lines basically by the end of the season, just trying to get any kind of chemistry up there for Pettersson. It's just nothing worked. Besser wasn't playing here all season, but now he will be now that he's listed as a first line forward. We still need to find a first line left winger because I feel like JT Miller... Toffoli, I don't know. I don't think he's signed a contract extension, and I wouldn't mind Miller, Horvat, and Vertanen. So if we go out and find ourselves a first line left winger, and then maybe another, another guy for the defensive core here, I think we have a solid team still. Joe Thornton is scratched. He was not scratched all season, was he? Tell me he was scratched all season. Okay, he was scratched all season. Great. Love the fact that I didn't even realize that they decided that freaking Levo or whoever the shit was on there should be playing over Jumbo Joe. That's fantastic. I'm really glad I just hit best lines and let it roll because that went so well. All right, so here are the stats. You guys can go ahead and take a quick look. Joe Thornton had 25 points in 38 games too. He would have really helped us, but anyway, so just pretend I never traded for Jumbo Joe, guys. Ignore that. Wipe that from your memory. Here we go. Time to get to the draft, and the draft's not going to be that important to us because we don't have anything, so I'm just going to skip it. But I will see you guys when we get to re-sign and free agency. All right, guys, we are jumping into the draft just because I want to be able to make trades before the re-sign phase. The Nashville Predators want to trade that third overall pick, but that guy's not going to be good enough, I don't think. Don't forget, we only have this coming season and next season, so I think we might want to find a trade. I have not tried negotiating a contract extension with anybody yet, so I guess we should see. Do we have any contract extensions that I should know about? No. Okay, awesome. So salary, who is overpaid? I would venture to say that we have two overpaid defensemen. I would also venture to say that Toffoli or Tanev. I think I said I was going to let Toffoli walk, right? So maybe if we find a trade, 6th overall Mayo. Okay, yeah, no, there's literally going to be nothing of value in here. So I might as well just let him walk. There's no point in trading him. Is there anybody else who is overpaid? Stetcher, maybe, but he's expiring, so no. Yeah, Louis Erickson's contract is really cheap. I don't remember when that happened, but thank you. I'll take that. Other than that, nobody that stands out as a bad contract, per se. No contract extension for Markstrom. I'll have to definitely get on that. I think I want to keep him. Let's go ahead and double check what his stats were looking like. Very bad. Very, very, very bad. Demko actually had much better stats, but then again, that much better was not very good to begin with. All right, so if I had to pick one of the two guys, probably Myers. 5 years at $6 million. Myers, how did you do this season? Because we know Edler fits the system perfectly for that first line. He also fits better than Myers does. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get rid of Myers for... We get a first-round pick from Calgary there. We're just probably going to get futures here. We get 20th overall, which is not exactly what I want right now. Bowers, Kaut, no, thank you. I want somebody now. Bouchard, I don't know. For Noel, Lucer, okay. Flipping through this, doesn't look like we're going to get anybody worthwhile. I think we get what? Oh, a first and a third there. Johansson, Haas, Vignola, I think Green maybe. Oh, no, I didn't want to check that one, but it's okay. We're on the Jets anyway. I can go ahead and check out Vignola because they probably want to give him up. Yeah, he's a 77 at 19. Is he going to jump? Is he going to be worth this trade? No, I would say no. I think I'd rather still have Tyler Myers plus the, what do we have in cap space? 9 million? Well, I got to sign Markstrom back. We've decided that, so that's probably going to be what, 6? Nah, he had a terrible season, so he's probably not going to ask for a lot. So, all right, I don't think I'm going to make any trades. We'll go ahead and jump right into the re-sign phase here. And wow, look at all those guys that we got that aren't going to mean anything to us. So, sim to re-sign phase. Who are we going to be bringing back at the end of year number 1? I really don't care about scouts. Virtanen needs a new contract, it seems, so I would like to qualify him and bring him back. All expiring. Tanev does not want to come back. That is interesting enough. Okay, he was fine for us this season, but if he wants to walk, he can walk. We have 21 million in cap space, actually. I said 7, but that was including this season's guys. So I would like to qualify Virtanen. We'll bring back Stetcher. I actually liked how Stetcher was playing this season. Gaudette was fine. I mean, he finished with 16 goals, and he was playing, what, third line ice time? So qualify that. Other than that, we got to go find goaltenders there. Jacob Markstrom, does he want a contract? He does want a contract extension. That's beautiful. Can I get you on 2 years at $4 million? 2 years at $4 million sound good? Because that would leave us with $17 million. Then we want to bring back... Jumbo Joe does want an extension. Unfortunately, I don't think I want to bring... Unless, how much does he want for 1 season? 1 season, $3 million. I think that's a little rich for me. Virtanen will bring you back 2 years, bud, at 2.6. Why not? See if we can get you to accept that. Same thing with Stetcher here. 2 years at 2.2. Just little discounts here and there. Every dollar matters. And then Gaudette wants 1 year. So, okay, we'll give him 1 year or 2 years, 1.3 million. I think other than that, I don't want to bring too many of these other guys back. Is that Josh Bailey? Or Justin Bailey? Yeah, Justin Bailey. He liked one of my tweets. There's a whole story about that. Toffoli, I don't think I wanted to bring back Toffoli, right? I thought Toffoli didn't really fit. He did finish with 58 points and was a plus 19. It makes it tough for me to say I just want to let him walk, but we were going to do... Okay, let's see the main roster here. Forwards, we're going to do Pettersson and Besser and a first-line left winger. Horvat, Miller, Virtanen. Maybe Jumbo Joe could be a fine third-line center. Actually, Gaudette's more of that third-line center. Ferland's grossly overpaid. That is a gross contract. Okay, I guess I didn't really realize that, but he's grossly overpaid. Same thing with Sutter here. Jay Beagle's here. I don't know where he was all season. Sven Berchi. Holy crap, that is a lot of garbage contracts. Okay, we could have a lot more cap space if I would have looked a little bit deeper at this. Levo, that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm good with this. We'll go ahead and advance a day, see who accepts. Gaudette's back. Markstrom wants more money. Virtanen's back. Stetcher's back. Cool. So, goaltenders. We want to bring back... yeah, there we go. Markstrom at 4.25. There we go. He wasn't exactly thrilled with where we finished in the standings. Well, I'm sorry. Offer a contract. Do you want it? Nope, you don't want a two-way deal. You're gone. Kelly. Would I rather bring back Kelly or Bachman? Let's bring back Kelly because he's an RFA, so why not? 2 years, beautiful. It's the AHL, so who really cares? All right, so now we don't have too many goaltenders. And then defensemen, we're looking at Hughes, Edler, Myers, Stetcher, and then hopefully somebody in Ben. Because I'm going to let Fantenberg go because Ben is basically the same thing, and we've already got him signed at $2 million. I would like... Jesus, these contracts are terrible. Tanev. So we need a Tanev replacement is what we need. And then for the forward core, we've got Pettersson, Besser, free agent, Horvat, Miller, Virtanen. Then we've got Pearson with Gaudette and Berchi. Ooh, we probably do need... and then oh my God, look at that's just horrible contracts for horrible players. Brandon Sutter, I mean, he fits. Antoine Roussel, fine, but like we're gonna let Lievo go because we don't want to bring him back. We will offer contracts. Oh wow, Tyler Mott, no thank you. Release that. Release Justin Bailey unless he wants a two-way deal. He does not, so we're gonna release him. Goodbye. Boucher, do you want a two-way contract? You do. Awesome. Welcome back, my guy. Nikolai Goldobin. What kind of contract do you want? Two-way deal. Beautiful. You're back. Louis Erickson's contract now looks like it's a good contract, and all things considered. Zach McEwen. And there we go. So these guys are fine. This should be fine. There's so many bad contracts. Like, you're not paying anything, Vancouver. You're not paying anything to your studs. You're just paying the rest of your cap. Like, imagine if you had that $20 million worth of cap to supplement around Hughes, Pettersson, and Besser, and Horvat. Like, you guys would be sick. It would be insane. But apparently, no. Jumbo Joe, 2 years, no. He's an 83. Well, am I going to get an 83 for... Yeah, I probably can. You know what? Screw it. Goodbye, Joe. Tyler Toffoli, do I want to bring you back for 5 years at $4.5 million? I mean, you did fine, bud, but you can go ahead and take a hike. Okay, so we got another day to advance, and Markstrom wants more money, and the rest of these guys. Nikolai Goldobin, more cash. Okay, what? No. I'm just gonna franchise tag you. I'm gonna qualify your offer. Let's take a quick look at the defenseman. Tanev, peace out, bitch. After that, nobody of importance really. Brisebois, fine. From a contract. We do want to bring back Markstrom though. We still have 17 million, so Markstrom at a cool 2 years at 4.4. You know, I'll give him exactly what he wants. Screw it. If he wants to be a little bitch about it, he can be a little bitch about it. And we can just go with Demko. That's fine. The rest of these guys, I think I'm just gonna let them walk. Release him. I don't know why I even bothered signing Brisebois, but release, and then release. Okay, advance a day. Wow. Okay, Markstrom. Markstrom wants even more money. So what about 1 year at 4.25, and then we'll let Demko grow another year. Yay, okay, so Markstrom is back, and that leaves us with $14 million in cap space. Let's take a quick look at what the roster looks like before we head into free agency. So it's Pettersson, Besser, and I really want to go after a first liner. Horvat, Miller, Virtanen, Pearson, Ferland, Gaudette, Berchi, Beagle, Roussel. So it's not terrible, it's not great. God, Sutter's contract is absolutely atrocious. So if we sim to free agency, there's so many contracts. I don't care about Francis Perron. That's fine. My Russia Scout's not there anymore. Contract limit warning. I kind of get this. Okay. Find a trade. Hopefully I can get a trade for one of those guys that has... If I sort like this, yeah. Antoine Roussel has got 2 years left. What about... I feel like Sven Berchi can still do a job as a sniper. Still looks decent enough. Some of these guys actually have... value, it seems. So Sutter, if I can get rid of Sutter's contract, because I have zero intentions for him. Wow, I can get rid of his contract? Are you serious? For a couple fourths? Let's go. Wait, I just saw a third from Pittsburgh. Boom, give me that. All right, Sutter's gone. Sick. Can I get rid of Antoine Roussel? No trades were found. That's what I kind of figured. How about Sven Berchi? I know I said he could do the job, but if I can get it 7, so I can just dump his $3 million. I'm going to accept that trade. I'm going to accept the 7th and just get him off the books. This is beautiful. Ferland, Jay Beagle, 2 years at $3 million is not exactly what I want to be paying. I can get a third for Jay Beagle? Jesus, I did not think... I could get James Neal, but I don't want James Neal because that's more expensive. How about a third? Yeah, why not? We'll just do a Brandon Sutter. No, didn't I just trade you, Sutter? I don't want him back, obviously. I'm going to accept this trade from Winnipeg just because I don't feel like scrolling all the way back around. And now we have $22 million in cap space available. That's a lot of cap space. Tanner Pearson is fine like that. Like some of these guys, you're just going to have to deal with it, right? So if we go ahead and take a quick look back at our forwards, so hopefully we sign somebody in free agency to go with Pettersson and Besser. Then we've got Miller, Horvat, maybe somebody then? Virtanen, Pearson, Ferland, Gaudet, Roussel, Boucher. Okay, so we're going to hopefully sign one person for the first forward line. Maybe somebody for the second forward line. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we do need to sign another depth forward as well. So 1 bottom 6 and maybe 2 top 6. And then defensemen, we can hopefully go after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, maybe go after one guy for the defensive core. So 1 defenseman, 2 top 6, and 1 bottom 6 forwards. So who is a free agent this year? Let's go ahead and double check that, see what we do. Taylor Hall is a free agent. Oh my gosh. That would work out pretty perfectly with what we're looking at here. Strome is another good guy to get. Frolik, probably not going to want that. Nemesnikov's not bad. He's a playmaker. We do need some of those, right? We have a bunch of, yeah, he's got a really good passing. He's got really good playmaking skills. But we do have $22 million in cap space, and we don't need to spend it on a goalie. So I'm going to give Taylor Hall, how cheap can I get you? What is it? 6 years? Yeah, 6 years I think is his cheapest. We'll go up to 10.25 million. Yeah, why not? Taylor Hall, welcome to the squad. And then, I do kind of want to go after Kevin Shattenkirk because he's the #1 rated guy out there. He's got a great passing, but the problem is I think he would play on that second pairing. Although he is listed as a top 4 defenseman. He does want $6 million. So I think I want to go after, let's just stick with forwards for now. Strome, Brassard, Toffoli's there, Kovalchuk's there. Let's go sort by overall, actually. Because sometimes you can get cheap guys like to bring back Thomas Vanek or Jason Pominville. But Jason Pominville's probably going to regress. We probably need more wingers than anything. Frolik is a 2-way forward, but I've had my share of Frolik IRL and don't want that anymore. So a sniper would fit the Toffoli replacement. So Taylor Hall. So it would be Taylor Hall, Pettersson, and Besser. And then we take a quick look at our second line would be JT Miller with Bo Horvat. So that's a 2-way forward, 2-way forward, 2-way. Maybe a sniper, get some goal scoring for that second line. Get it, Thomas Vanek. A right winger would be ideal, but I don't think we're going to get that. So, because I don't think there's any good ones out there. I mean, there is Frolik, but like I said, $5 million for Frolik, who's really not going to put up any points. There we go. 85 offensive awareness for Nemesnikov. Let's check out forwards real quick. Sort by this. And I think Vanek is a pretty good bargain here. I know he's 36. Still listed as exact top 6. 87, 87, 86 for his offensive awareness. And he's got a great shot. You know, I'm going to go after Thomas Vanek. 1 year. Can I get you for 2 years? Nah, I'll get him for 1 year, see how he does. 1 year at $4 million. There we go. So that's $14 million of our $22 million spent. We're going to go look at defensemen right now. Probably somebody playing that middle pairing. I'd love to get a Shattenkirk to play in that middle pairing, but Zdeno Chara listed as a 2-way defender. All these guys fit on our second defensive pairing, but Sami Vatanen would fit on that first defensive pairing too. Passing 92, 80, 89, 87, 89, 80, 86. Probably not ideal. We've got Tanev here. We've got a bunch of defensive defensemen. Wow, 1 overall drop is that big of a difference? Interesting. I think I will go after one of these top guys here. I think I'm going to go after Shattenkirk. For 3 years, it's 6.25. And then we're going to go ahead and go forwards here. And I just want somebody for the bottom 6. So a Duclair maybe? No, I'd probably need another 2-way forward. Or a playmaker like Nick Cousins could work for us. I think a Nick Cousins would work for us here. 80 overall, he's fine. We'll go with $1.5 million. There we go. Offer him that contract. And we're all set. So that should fill out the rest of the roster. If we advance the day here, see who we get. What an eventful first offseason here, guys. And Cousins accepted, Vanek accepted. Okay, those 2 guys accepted. Advanced day. Hall accepted and Shattenkirk accepted. So what a blockbuster first free agency. Now the team is looking real nice. I will catch up with you guys at the start of next season. At the start of next season, here we go, boys. Year number 2 does not look like that first line is a very good fit together, which kind of sucks. If we drop Besser down, it works. If we move Horvat up, it works-ish. I guess works is using it loosely there. Virtanen over Vanek actually is a really good fit. What about Besser over Vanek? Okay, I don't want Besser on that third line, but I would like Besser there. He's listed as a first line forward. I'd like to keep him there. Virtanen with Miller and Horvat's great. Vanek is a great guy for that third line. Adam Gaudette is a two-way forward, and Ferland is a grinder, so we're going to move Cousins up there maybe. Is Roussel anybody better at the third line? Tanner Pearson maybe over Gaudette? No? Okay, so -1 on the first line's kind of not great. We'll move Shattenkirk for Edler. And we'll play Shattenkirk with Myers. We still have Stetcher and Jordy Ben there. Quinn Hughes is now an 87 overall, which is fantastic. I'm liking the look of the team. The -1 kind of sucks. It's just because we got a bad roll there with Besser. So, I mean, if we move Vanek up, I don't want... But the thing is, I want to put Besser on that first line. If things go horribly wrong, I'll change it. But we have a sniper two-way forward sniper, which is not exactly ideal. But the second line is JT Miller two-way, Horvat two-way, two-way power forwards, apparently a +3, so that's pretty nice. If we do have to do something, I would probably move Besser down there and then Virtanen down here and then move Vanek up to the first line because that gets us to even. Playmaker gets us really close. Other than that, no. So I'm going to leave it as is. For now, Vanek's going to be that third line forward for us, get us some scoring there with Cousins and Gaudette, Roussel, Ferland, and then Pearson down there. Defensive core, as it seems, looks pretty good. And then special teams, we get pluses again. Thanks. We now have 2 offensive defensemen with Horvat. Okay, so maybe I want to move Taylor Hall up to this instead of JT Miller and maybe Brock Besser up here like this. I like that. I don't like the fact that Gaudette's even playing, so let's get Gaudette out of there. Who's got the better offensive awareness? That would be Tyler Myers, but not by much. Actually, Troy Stetcher is pretty good forward-wise, so we're going to put him in there with JT Miller, Virtanen, Horvat, and Pearson. Actually, I'd like to get Thomas Vanek in here, too. Thomas Vanek, let's get you in the current line there, bud. So yeah, okay, that is looking nice. And then penalty kill wise, looks fine to me. +1s all across the board. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump through this season. I'll let you know how season number 2 ended up. So guys, we're jumping right back in real quick with a trade offer from the Minnesota Wild. They want to give me Jared Spurgeon, and I think I'm gonna accept this because that'll just make our defensive core that much better. He fits the top 4 and the penalty kill. He's only playing on their second defensive pairing. He's got 16 points, which is fine. He's a +4 on Minnesota. And he's got really good stats all around. It's going to cost me my first, but like I said, I don't really care about first and Jet Wu, who's, well, I was looking to trade him at the beginning anyway. So we're going to go ahead and accept this trade here, and there we go. We're going to go ahead and double check our lines. Quick sneak peek. We are first in the division. And one of the best teams in the league. The division is awfully tight. There's us, the Ducks, and the Golden Knights, all up above 60 points. And the other 2 teams in the league that are above 60 are, well, leading their division, the Penguins and the Leafs. So if we go ahead and take a quick look at our lines, still rocking the same ones as earlier. But now I'm going to replace Jordy Ben with Jared Spurgeon, and that makes me a very, very happy camper. We're going to go ahead and move him up, move Edler down. There we go. Shattenkirk down. I think Shattenkirk it was what? Spurgeon and Myers works really well. And then Shattenkirk down there on the, you know what? He's got 26 points and he's playing 22 minutes a night. I really don't want to bench him that much. I mean, the rest of these guys are playing fine amount of minutes except for Troy Stetcher. So, I kind of like the +3. We still get Quinn Hughes up there at an 87 and Edler at an 86, which is better than well, that would get Shattenkirk. No, he'd still be an 85. Then we've got Myers, and so if we move Spurgeon up there, yeah, no, I think I'm going to keep it like this, spread it out a little bit, hopefully fill out the bottom. I was maybe going to make a move down here for somebody to replace Ferland for the bottom 6. Maybe somebody to go here. Instead of Cousins can play the 4th line fine, but like, you know, do something like that. I don't know what I would do, but I ideally like to find somebody, a 3rd line center, but I don't want to make too many changes because things are going well for us right now. We're gonna leave Kevin Shattenkirk on that third defensive pairing, spread out the defensive love, and I think we've come a long way from our first season. So I'm going to keep the simulation going, and I'll check in with you guys after 82 games. Here we are, guys, at the end of year number 2, and had a very good year, 106 points. Not as good as the Vegas Golden Knights, though. They were very, very good, the best team in the league, as a matter of fact. But the good news is we were the second best team in the league. The bad news is the Golden Knights are in our division, which doesn't bode well for the playoffs. But we made it after having a subpar season last season. March was really, really good month for us. I mean, we lost a few games here and there, but for the most part, we went on a pretty great tear until we came up against Vegas. Lost then to Dallas, who might have been fighting for their playoff lives, and now we are in the playoffs here with Taylor Hall leading us with 49 goals and 90 points. So I would say that signing definitely paid off. Elias Pettersson there with 85, Brock Besser with 81. So our first line basically a point per game. Bo Horvat with a -3, Miller with a -1, Vanek with a -6, but he was playing on the third line there. Quinn Hughes finished with 64 points. Forwards, here we go. We'll check them out real quick. Cousins with 27 is good. And everybody else did a fine job. Vanek with 45 on that third line is exactly what I was hoping for. He did get 16 on the power play, but hey, I'm hoping for that from a third line forward. And then Kevin Shattenkirk still had a good season. I think he had, 9 points after I traded for him? Or after I moved him down to the third line. Then Jared Spurgeon put up how many points with us? He put up 15 points in 31 games. I'll take a half a point per game out of a defenseman. Tyler Myers did fine. Edler did fine. And Stetcher did. Actually, all of our defensemen got a lot of points. 20 points minimum for our defensemen. It's pretty dang impressive. And then Markstrom had a much better season with a good season from Thatcher Demko, who's now an 84 overall. So I think we can let Markstrom walk next season. That is if we don't win the Stanley Cup this season. And we'll have a serviceable replacement in Thatcher Demko. So in round number 1, it looks like we will be taking on the Calgary Flames, it seems. There we go. And yes, it will be the Calgary Flames. So let's go ahead and check out those lines. Are we listed as a champion now? I think I just saw that briefly, but I think we are. Gaudreau, Monahan, Lindholm, Kachuk, Backlund, Aberg, Nemesnikov, Dubé, Jankowski, Bennett, Joseph, and Ryan. So Nemesnikov was a guy I looked at. Maybe it'll come back to bite me in the butt with signing Vanek over him. Hannafin and Giordano, Gustafsson and Valimaki, and then Kylington and Anderson. So a very good defensive core, a very good team overall. Goaltenders are Rittich and Allmark, so our goaltenders definitely take the cake there. But it should be an interesting series, so let's go ahead and see how it goes. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to quick sim every game that's not an elimination game. So let's just quick jump up to game number 4. We've got Calgary, game 1, overtime win there. 8-4 loss is a bad loss. 3-2 overtime win. This could potentially shift the series. It's a win, and it is an elimination game here, guys. We're up 3-1 in the series. Let's go ahead and sim the game, see how we do. First 2 periods are on the way with a goal from Monahan, but 2 goals from Stetcher and Besser on the power play have us up 2-1. Kevin Shattenkirk on the power play from the top of the umbrella, but Mark Giordano answers. So we've got a goal fest from defensemen. We've got Shattenkirk, Stetcher, and Giordano all scoring. We're still up 3-2, but we are taking some penalties. I did notice we did have a lot of penalty minutes taken as a team, but that is fine as long as we can kill it off. We've got a good penalty kill, and speaking of special teams, Brock Besser scores another one on the power play. It's going to send your Vancouver Canucks into round number 2, boys. You'll love to see it. 4-2 win in game number 5. Easy 4-1. Not sweating it too much. Vegas sweeps. They sweep the Chicago Blackhawks. And yeah, that's probably who we're going to face in round number 2. I believe that is, as a matter of fact, I am correct. We are the road team now. Let's go ahead and check out what Vegas has got. We're listed as a champ. Man, if Vegas stops us, I'm going to be so mad. They've got Pacioretty, Stastny. Stastny's an 83, and they're doing this good. And Stone, Smith, Carlson, and Marchessault. Kuhnhackl, Glass, and Tuck, and then Zykov, Stevenson, and Peary. What? Tom Kuhnhackl? It's like this forward core is like, it's okay, but I don't think it should be leading the league. And then their defensive core is not that great with Theodore Schmidt, McNabb, Martinez, Forbort, and Holden. In goal, they have Fleury and Bruh, how did this dude do it in the regular season? Okay, trash. I was hoping. He did play for the Vancouver Giants, I believe, last season. I got confused for a second. I'm like, did we let this guy go? But no, he played in the WHL. had an awful season this season. Let me guess. That let Marc-Andre Fleury absolutely carry this season? No, not too much. I don't know why this team did as well as it did. It's completely random. This makes absolutely no sense. Hopefully, just hopefully, we can get through this round because they finished as the best team in the league. So again, we're going to quick sim the first 3 games, get to game number 4. If it's an elimination game, we will watch it. If it's not, we will go ahead and keep on moving until there is one. A 3-0 win is exactly what you want to see. There's an overtime win, and a 6-1 loss is not what you want to see. Let's go into game number 4 here. We are going to win that one, and once again, we are up 4-1 in the series with a chance to put away Vegas here. Taylor Hall leading the team in points. Let's go ahead and simulate this. Both the NHL and AHL teams are just doing very, very well right now. Up 2-0. Stetcher and Horvat. Not a guy I'm used to seeing score, but Stetcher, probably even more rare. I should probably be more shocked that Stetcher scored, but he scored in both elimination games so far. In period number 2, Paul Stastny, I think on their first line, goes ahead and pulls Vegas back to within 1, having the deficit. And just 5 minutes in, Alec Martinez is going to equalize for Vegas. It is 2-2, but JT Miller is going to get us that lead back from a very prime position in the slot, and we are now up 3-2. Vegas on a long power play, a 5-on-3 even, unable to capitalize. We can't capitalize on ours, but with 1 minute to go, we are going to get past the President's Trophy winning Vegas Golden Knights and move into the Western Conference Finals here, guys. All right, and it looks like we will be taking on the not-so-defending champions because in this world, Washington won last season, but in real life, it is the defending Stanley Cup champion, St. Louis Blues. They're looking to get back there just 2 years after they went and won it. Oh, out in the East, you've got Pittsburgh versus Boston. So let's go ahead, do the same thing. It's been working, right? Why would we stop now? Let's go ahead, get up to game number 4. I can count. Hopefully we do just as well. And there's 3 straight wins, a 3-1, a 4-2, and a 5-2. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. I did not look at the lines. I'm just eager. I'm excited. Trip to the Stanley Cup Finals is on the line right now, and I'm going to go ahead and look at the lines. They got Perron, O'Reilly, Tarasenko, so they're not doing their dumb shit with O'Reilly again. Schwartz, Schenn, and Steen, the Battle of the S's. Sorry for anyone that might have a speech impediment. Thomas, Barbashev, Sundqvist, and then Sammy Blaze, Bozak, and Kostin are there. Defensively, they've got Falcon, Petrangelo, Parayko and Dunn, Dotchin, and Bortuzzo. In goal, they have Jordan Biddington and Jake Allen. So a good team, just a good team overall. We are up 3-0 in the series, though. That is the more important thing. And here in St. Louis, we have a chance to win all 4 games and punch our ticket to the Stanley Cup Finals. In period number 1, it's 2-1. They were up 2-0, but Brock Besser answers back, halves the deficit. After period number 2, it is 5-2 for St. Louis, and I'm going to quick sim this one out as Taylor Hall tries to bring us back, but a 5-3 loss in an elimination game sees us unable to sweep the Blues and sees us unable to punch our ticket to the Stanley Cup Finals. Good news for us, though, is we have 3 more opportunities at elimination games here, guys. All right, so first period sees 2-1 in our favor this time. We open scoring with 2 goals of our own, with Hall and Virtanen both scoring, and Tarasenko on the power play equalizing, so a little bit of a mirror image of last game. Second period sees us go up 4-1 with Cousins and Besser, and I'm going to quick sim this one out as we win 6-1 with goals from Vanek and Pearson, so just an absolute domination. That 4th game was just a blip on the radar. We came to play in front of our hometown crowd here in Vancouver, and Boston looks like they are up 3-2 in the series. Could we get a rematch between Boston and Vancouver? If it's over, it is Boston, Vancouver, the rematch from, what was it, 2010? I can't even remember when that was, but 2013, 14? Shit, I don't care. I just know it's a rematch, and hopefully Vancouver, we can come out on top this time. I will go ahead and continue to do the first 3 games of Quick Sim, but first I will actually remember to check out the lines now. Holy crap. Probably the best first line in the NHL of Marchand, Bergeron, and Pastrnak. They signed Nick Ritchie. Or I think they actually traded. Did they sign him or did they trade? No, they did trade for him. I'm sorry. In real life, they traded for him. Krejci and DeBrusk, Bjork, Coyle, Kasha, Forsbacka, Carlson, Corrali, and Nygaard. Good forward core. And then they have got Krug and McAvoy, Brody and Vakanainen, Carlo and Grzelcyk. Yeah, that's a good defensive core, too. Oh, that's a really good team. And then they've got Tuukka Rask. Oh, my God, that's such a good team. Oh my word, boys. Come on, Vancouver. Let's do it. We're back against Boston. We have to get revenge. The storyline is written. There's 2 overtime wins, 2-1 in game number 1, 3-0 loss there, but a 5-4 win in overtime in game number 3. We're up 2-1 in the series against Boston. Game number 4, can we please pull ahead to 3-1? We lose in overtime. It is 2-2. That means the next elimination game will without a doubt be game number 6. We're on home ice. Do not lose it, please. We lose 7-1, and now Boston has a chance to win the Stanley Cup yet again against Vancouver. This time it is in Boston. Can we prevent that from happening? Can we go to game number 7? It's an elimination game. It's time to watch this one. First period, Boston's up 2-0. No. Oh, we storm back. It is 3-2. We've got Krejci scoring to give them that 3rd goal lead, but Brock Besser, just 40 seconds into the period, is going to go ahead and get Vancouver equal in this game at 3 apiece. But we give Boston a power play. Oh my God, it's so long. Guys, please. No, Krejci. Krejci scores on the power play. We gave him like a 10-minute power play. 8 minutes to go. Come on, somebody, please. Brock Besser, yet again. Brock Besser ties it for your Vancouver Canucks. And Brock Besser scores again. He's got a hat trick in just the 3rd period. And we're going to win this one in force game number 7. I got to take a deep breath. But what a game from Brock Besser. 5-4 win for Vancouver. He scores 3 goals. What a game. Game 7. Here we come. Oh my goodness, boys. I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to go ahead and go to settings. I'm going to keep talking so you guys don't think I did anything here. I just want to check the rules and set this to 20-minute periods so that if we do have to jump in and watch any actual gameplay, it'll be as exciting as possible and pretty realistic. All right, so let's go ahead, simulate game number 7, boys. First period. And it's 2-2. Oh my God, the yellow stands out so much, it scares the crap out of me. Kasha opens the scoring, but our first line of Pettersson and Hall snaps right back, but Krug scores on Markstrom, and it's 2-2. Period number 2 is ours. JT Miller and Taylor Hall on the power play. We're able to convert our power play chances and give ourselves a 2-goal lead here in the 3rd period. We give another power play. Can we score again? We can't. We failed to, but we're approaching the halfway mark of the period. Still up 4-2, boys. This could be the end of the episode right here unless Boston comes back. Does not look like they're gonna do it. And with 58 seconds left, we're gonna jump in and watch the rest of this one play out. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The end of the game is upon us. 1 minute to go in the period. And Hughes with the puck's now going to find Besser. Besser slides it to Pettersson, down to Hall. Back around. We have a power play too. Our lead is pretty much secure. Shatan, Kirk down to Besser. Wow, this is a really good... Ooh, Pettersson with the shot. And Tuukka Rask is going to cover it up. And yes, it is going to be the cutscene, I hope, where they bring out the Stanley Cup trophy. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, your citizens of Vancouver. We have done it in just the 2nd season. We are going to win that prize trophy against Boston. How much sweeter could you get? I am so excited. I think this is the first Stanley Cup I have ever won on my channel for NHL 20. I shouldn't say ever, but for the first time for NHL 20 is Van Vertanen. Gets a good shot away, and Marchand is going to have to watch us lift the cup now. He's going to dangle. He's going to shoot, but it is blocked by Quinn Hughes. Vertanen, gets it poked off his stick, but Brody's going to try and bring it in with just 20 seconds to go here. A good save from Markstrom. We brought him back for the 1 season, and it looks like it's paying dividends, boys. They're going to get it to Pasternak in front, and a good save by Markstrom as Boston, with just 16.6 seconds left on the clock, is going to try and mount a comeback. It is going to be late. They're going to have to do it here in a hurry. They are down shorthanded, pulled the goalie, so they are now 5-on-5 without a goalie. We're going to get that one up to Hall. Hall's going to dangle. Hall makes his way into the zone. He's going to shoot that, and Taylor Hall of your Vancouver Canucks is going to get us the 5th goal and officially ice this game for us. Oh, look at that. He's doing the robot. Love the jerseys in the crowd. Boston fans said that is a hat trick for Taylor Hall, too. He scores a hat trick in game number 7. Yes, it's an empty netter, but they don't ask how, they ask how many. 3 goals for Taylor Hall in game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. And your Vancouver Canucks faithful are going to be able to watch your team lift the Stanley Cup for the first time in franchise history. The crowd is quiet because it's EA Sports, but it's all right. We're still hype in the comment section. You guys watching this video, I'm hype. You can hear the countdown. The crowd's starting to get louder now. Tyler Myers picks it up, flips it down the ice, and there you go, Vancouver. We have just completed our first summer rebuild. 1-for-1 Stanley Cup champion Vancouver Canucks, and how much sweeter could it be than beating Boston, boys? Coming back from down 3-2 to win. What an absolutely gutsy performance from Brock Besser in game number 6 to prevent Boston from winning the cup on home ice. He scores a hat trick in the 3rd period, and then, speaking of hat tricks, no bigger time than game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals to score a hat trick, and that's what our brand new signing Taylor Hall accomplished tonight, leading your Vancouver Canucks to their first ever Stanley Cup champions. And now Boston are the sad ones in this line that they might remember from just a few years ago. Guys like Bergeron, Marchand, no more Chara, but still a good team nonetheless. This was a hard-fought series. Vancouver fans, you have done it. We have done it. These boys have done it. You have won your first Stanley Cup ever. And of course, how could it not be? Brock Besser gonna win the Conn Smythe with 24 points on this cup run. And you gotta basically say he earned that in game number 6, leading us back from the abyss to bring the cup home to Vancouver. And there it is. Our captain, I think it's what, Pettersson? No, it's Bo Horvat. Bo Horvat's gotta go pick up that cup. There's Thatcher Demko. There's the team. They're all taking pictures together. Come on, boys. Wow, that is a sexy first line of Hall, Besser, and Pettersson. But there he is, Bo Horvat, your captain, Vancouver, to claim the cup from knockoff Gary Bettman. Balding still, but knockoff version nonetheless. And there it is. I will now be quiet and let you guys enjoy your Stanley Cup victory. All right, I'm going to chime back in. I got to bite my tongue for too long, guys. Markstrom now lifts the cup. I'm not sure why Cousins got to. I feel like there's a lot more deserving parties here. But you know what? There is Markstrom, and there you go, boys. If you did enjoy this one, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.